All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Rare Sense Thoughts here on Blog Talk Radio, and as you know, I'm your host Harry Shade. And again, I'm truly blessed that you would be here to listen today, and when you come in and listen to the archives, it does bless me in so many ways, and I'm so grateful and thankful for the fact that I'm able to be able to share this with you, and that you bless me by listening. And if you listen to the show and you like what you heard and you think it could help some other people, please tell them about it. That they can go to www.blogtalkradio.com/Harry Shade and listen to all the archives. And another thing you can do is through iTunes, you can download and subscribe to my podcast and actually have them downloaded directly to your iTunes. You can put them on, your MP3 players, your iPods, and those types of things. And so that's another way. So simply go into iTunes, go into the store, into podcasts, and then under podcasts, you can search for Marvelous Mondays or Rare Sense Thoughts, or even search by name, Harry Shade, and it should come up and allow you to subscribe to the podcast. All right. Shameless plugs. Another one would be if you really like what you're hearing here as well, I wrote a book. I don't have any to hold up. Isn't that kind of funny? I'm all sold out right now. But you can get them at Amazon.com. It is Rare Sense. One Day It'll Be Common, a practical guide to a fulfilled and balanced life. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, my purpose and passion in life is helping people be the best that they can be, which allows me to be the best that I can be. And so this is why I do what I do. On a daily basis, I'm out there doing everything I can to spread love, peace, joy, prosperity, harmony, wonderful health, all those types of things, through my postings on Facebook, notes that I write, through the guests that we have on Marvelous Mondays, all those types of things. That's what I do. And I really love the fact that I'm given the opportunity to do so. Now, if you have any suggestions for anything that you'd like me to talk about on Rare Sense Thoughts, please send them my way. You can send them to Harry at RareSenseUnlimited.com. Any suggestions you might have, questions you might want me to answer. Okay, and so yeah, let's move on to some other things when it's coming to the show today. Remember, these are like random thoughts of Harry, so I just have things kind of popping up, and this one's kind of fun. Now, this wasn't necessarily my thought. This is my brother John. He and I were coming out of Walmart the other day, and he had noticed several of these shopping carts just in the middle of the parking lot. And he said something to me I thought was just absolutely hilarious. I about fell over laughing. But he said, Harry, I really believe that when people do things like that, what I consider to be stupid or inconsiderate, I think they should just immediately crap their pants. And I thought I was going to die. He says, throwing litter out, all those types of things, I think it should be a new commandment. I think God should come along and say, listen, thou shalt not do anything inconsiderate or stupid, or thou shalt crap your pants. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, and the first thing I said, well, I hate to say it, but I think Congress would be crapping their pants all the time. But I think what he was trying to say is that we really need to become more considerate of things. A simple act of taking that cart and putting it back into the cart corral, or taking it back up there, what does that take? Not throwing things out your window when you're driving down the road, not being mean to one another, not doing things in a manner that would, harm anybody else in any particular way. And then I told my friend Tom about it, and he'd come back and he said, well, Harry, I think what ought to happen is really God should come on the air and say, I'm going to give you a 2-week moratorium on crapping in your pants. Initially, for 2 weeks, you're just going to fart. And then but at the end of 2 weeks, I'm telling you, it's going to go back to that. Well, if that ever does come to fruition, I think I'm going to buy stock in Depends. Okay, well, we're kind of getting down to it. I don't know, really. I think is that a tip or technique to help you live a fulfilled and balanced life? I think just because if you chuckle about that, if you think about it for a moment, as a matter of fact, what I think is what's going to happen is from now on, you're not going to be able to see a shopping cart in the middle of a parking lot anywhere without thinking that that person just may have crapped their pants. So, anyway. Oh my goodness. Well, time always flies when I'm doing this show. I absolutely love doing it. I hope you enjoyed today. Again, it was just some random thoughts on some things, but I really believe it was some stuff that could help you, again, live that fulfilled and balanced life. One of the big things is, ladies and gentlemen, go out every day and find a way to be of service. Find a way to help others. Find a way to give of yourself. And then The other thing I want to say here is also find a way to take care of yourself too. Remember, taking care of you is not a selfish act, it's a selfless act, because you cannot give your best if you're not at your best. Well, that's it for me today. I really appreciate you being here. You bless me with your presence. And as I like to say at the end of every show that I do, may you be blessed always and in always. Make it a great day. Bye-bye now.